Hi, I'm Rebecca Olkowski with babyboomster.com, and I want to welcome you to my channel. If you haven't subscribed to it, click that subscribe button and also the notification bell to get updates on new videos that I'm producing. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about how to stop feeling invisible when you're a woman over 60. Because when we were growing up in the 60s and 70s, women were just starting to become more visible. Before that, it was, our mothers were sort of like the June Cleaver types, where they were stuck at home all the time and they were in the kitchen making cookies, at least for some of us, not everybody, of course. But that was the way that women were perceived to be housewives. And of course, all of that changed with the women's liberation movement, which got us out of the kitchen and out into the workforce. Nowadays, high school girls assume that they're going to have careers, whereas before, I remember when people used to say, well, what are you going to be after you graduate? And everybody would say, oh, I'm going to be a housewife, or I'm going to be, something not that exciting. You weren't looking for things like being a lawyer or a doctor or whatever. It changed a lot of things. Women have made some amazing strides. Right now we have a female vice president. We've got a female Speaker of the House. We've got the head of the U.S. Treasury. I think that's really great, but we still need to work on getting a female president because it is definitely time for that. And hopefully that'll happen soon. And there's just so many people out there that are our age who have made these just remarkable accomplishments. Forbes created a list called the 50 over 50, which is something that you might want to look at. There's no age limit when it comes to success. But for a lot of us, we sort of feel that as we get older, we kind of start to vanish a little bit, like the lady vanishes. Because younger people take over, we kind of get shuffled off to the side in a lot of ways. It's not like in other countries like France where they really embrace the age of older women. They see them as being very wise and very elegant. The media just sort of makes it more difficult for us here. That's what people see all the time. It's getting better. People are embracing their gray hair and they're more out there on social media, but not everybody. So that's why I'm doing this video about it. I don't know if you've seen the takeoff on Sex and the City called And Just Like That, where the girls, are no longer out there really trying to get boyfriends and things like that. Now they're dealing with situations that come up with women who are over 50. And it was kind of funny because, some people really complained about it. They were saying like, oh, they've got gray hair, they've got wrinkles, they're not as glamorous as they used to be. And that's such a shame because I was watching it and I completely related to a lot of the things that were happening in it. It's important to be able to deal with things like that. And I know that that's happening more and more in films. There's more older women who are becoming visible as actors, certainly like Meryl Streep and Helen Mirren, and I think it's really fantastic. Oh, and another funny thing that I found out was that U.S. intelligence agencies are actually recruiting middle-aged women and older to be spies because they're considered to be invisible, which I thought was hilarious. But, and I guess in a way that it's true. They make great spies because they sort of blend in with the scenery, I guess. I don't know. I thought that was an odd thing. But I thought I'd talk about ways that you can take yourself out of the shadows if you are feeling invisible, because I know that a lot of us do sometimes. One of the things that you can do is to be proud of what you've accomplished throughout your life. Because I know that if you've been on this planet for 50 or 60 years, you have accomplished something in your life. It may not be a huge thing. You may not be a big movie star, or you may not have had like an incredible career, but you've accomplished lots of things in your life. And if you really think about those and maybe even write them down, you can celebrate those victories because they're incredible. I know that a lot of us have overcome hardships. I have certainly, but I know that there are other women that have overcome obstacles much, much worse. So, if you're one of those women, and I'm sure, I think anybody in our age group has something to be proud of. So think about those things, maybe write them down and think about them a little bit more. Really be proud of yourself that you were able to do that. Also, because of your experiences, there are things about yourself that are truly unique and special. You don't have to fit into any kind of mold to feel visible, to stand out. You don't have to be this perfect person. So think about what it is about yourself that makes you unique, and then take that and radiate that out to the universe. Like, here I am this thing. And when it comes to radiating your energy out, we give off this special kind of energy, and it may sound kind of airy-fairy and stuff, but we really, really do. So if you really think about it and you just send that out into the universe, you can almost like feel the vibration of it. And you can start turning people's heads by doing that. It's really amazing. You can hide yourself by closing in your energy, and then you can radiate it out to the universe, and people will go, oh, look at her. Try it. It really works. Also, I think a lot of people feel invisible when they're alone, but the thing is, being alone can be a really special time. So embrace those times that you are alone, because those are times where you can set your goals, you can get great ideas, you can just have your own space. Don't feel like you have to be with someone to be visible. I don't think it's that important. I'm a single person right now, and I'm loving every minute of it. I go off by myself. I go to museums, I go to art galleries, I go hiking places, and I just love that time that I have by myself. The other thing is, nowadays we have social media, and so it's all about, oh, how many followers do you have, So sometimes people feel like they're invisible because maybe they don't have as many followers as someone else, but you don't have to have a lot of friends or fans to feel validated. It's definitely a quality over quantity thing. It's really kind of meaningless if these people are people that you don't really relate to. So pick and choose who it is you want to be around and hang out with positive people, certainly. I think another way that people feel invisible is they don't feel like they can command attention. And so you can find ways of gaining the attention of other people. You don't have to feel like a wallflower like you did in high school. I was definitely a wallflower in high school, I know. I felt like that. Ask for the things that you want and be upfront about them, because when you let people know who you are, what you want, what you need, all of a sudden you become more of the center of attention. So I don't mean that you should take it over. It's a give and take kind of thing. You can't keep everything to yourself all the time. If you're feeling bad about something, you have to let other people know about it. And that's not always an easy thing. We as women put other people first. We put our kids first, we put our spouse first, we put our parents first, or whatever. And we end up helping other people but not helping ourselves. So that's when self-care and things come into play. We have to do things that benefit ourselves and make ourselves feel good. So even if it's just like getting your hair done or going out and getting a massage or spending that time by yourself, which is important, I think. And then just letting people know what it is that you need in life. Also, be grateful for what you have, because that's important too. Material possessions, like not having the latest Gucci purse, is not going to make you happy. There are a lot of rich and successful people out there that are very, very unhappy. And there are a lot of people that have almost nothing and they're very, very happy. So think about those things that give you joy and you feel grateful for and that make you feel happy and good about yourself, and just be glad that those things are in your life, and you're going to feel much better about yourself. What I would like to know is, what do you do to make yourself feel more visible? So please leave it in a comment below this video and share it with others, because I think that all of us want to know what you're doing to make yourself feel better. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you like this video, and click the notification bell to get updates on my newest videos. And have a wonderful, wonderful, fabulous, incredible day.